Kt1 Afraid.
The reflection of my face, so wouldn't even recognize or who put me in this place. I wouldn't even recognize time has been so cruel. I couldn't blame me, but I blame you. I do.
I'm afraid of all the thoughts, I'm afraid of all the pain, I'm afraid of all the love, I'm afraid of all the hate, I'm afraid of all the lies, I'm afraid of all the games, I'm fucking afraid of destiny, I'm fucking afraid of fate, I'm afraid to go to sleep, I'm afraid to be awake, I'm afraid to close my eyes open then the next day, I'm afraid to try, I'm afraid to be brave, I'm afraid to stand tall with a smile on my face, I'm afraid to be the one who's in a dark place, I'm afraid to be the one who's always trying to escape, I'm afraid to be the one who's lost all my faith, I'm afraid to be the one who's lost all trust in mates, I'm afraid to be the one who's depressed and ashamed, I'm afraid of anxiety, every day it is the same, I'm afraid to live, I'm afraid it's not okay, I'm afraid I'm gonna fade and just take my life away.
Of my face, so wouldn't even recognize or who put me in this place. I wouldn't even recognize time has been so cruel. I couldn't blame me, but I blame you. I do.
I'm afraid I'll lose a fight, I'm afraid I'll go insane, I'm afraid I'll lose my mind, I'm afraid I'll die in pain, I'm afraid nothing's right, I'm afraid I'm not the same, I'm afraid I'm losing hope, I'm afraid of making mistakes, I'm afraid of being the one who's gotta make a change, I'm afraid to be the one with the tears down my face, I'm afraid to be the one that everyone hates, I'm afraid to try and make a life and live it in this place, I'm afraid to be the one who's always got a chase, I'm afraid to be the one who's about to burst and break, I'm afraid to be the one that tries every day, that soldiers on no matter what it takes, I'm afraid to be the one who's afraid to be afraid, I'm afraid I'll lose my mum, I'll never see my son again, I'm afraid I'll lose a fight, I'm afraid I'll lose my life, I'm afraid I gotta go, I'm afraid this is goodbye.